Electric scooters cannot share the boardwalk in San Diego. If caught, police will be giving warnings for 30 days and citations start in April. 10 News reporter Rena Nakano explains some are delighted about the slowdown on the boardwalk, while others say it shouldn't be a blanket ban.
In this video, I'm going to give you 5 reasons why the e-scooter rental business model we know will fail and leave a trail of devastation behind. The rental e-scooters are ruining it for everyone who enjoy the hobby of electric rideable devices like the Onewheel, e-skate, and EUC. If you're unfamiliar with the rental electric scooter business model, it's quite simple. Flood a city with hundreds of scooters for anyone to rent. Customers locate and pay for scooters using a smartphone. When done, leave the scooter wherever you please. The rental electric scooter business model was a huge boom when it was first introduced. But because of questionable business practices and a focus on rapid growth in market share, no matter the cost, rather than focusing on the community and rider safety, what was probably a very good and practical scooter share idea has metastasized into a nuisance and a perceived public hazard that will end up hurting many more people than just the rental companies. Let me explain.
People say it's not fair to be lumped in with e-scooter renters who aren't really good at what they do. Will Brockett rides this device called the Onewheel.
I just hit 1,300 miles on it.
He's in a Facebook group of enthusiasts who go on group rides, mostly in Mission Beach, including the boardwalk. Before the council vote, his group submitted a petition to stop the ban, arguing that as owners, they take care of their rides and prioritize safety.
We don't drive completely hammered after a Saturday night on a dark street with no safety gear.
California law defines a motorized scooter as a vehicle that has 2 wheels, handlebars, a floorboard that can be stood up while riding, and a motor. But the local prohibition includes all electric devices, including these Onewheels.
If someone's acting with no regard to safety or pedestrians, then that falls on the individual, not a whole group of individuals.
He's hoping the ban gets reversed.
They do it to relieve stress, feel peace, and have that freedom.
So he can regain that freedom he feels on the board. In Mission Beach, Rena Nakano.
It seemed like overnight, scooters invaded the streets of some big cities. Some people thought they were great, but many hated the unsightly scooters that littered the streets and sidewalks. People didn't know what to think with this new tech that surrounded them, and some people got hurt. A few people even died in accidents. Some people got angry, and some started vandalizing the scooters. City officials and leaders reacted to the pesky rental scooters with blanket laws and bans that unfortunately affected all electric rideable devices, like here in San Diego, which has banned not only the rental scooters, but privately owned devices like the Onewheel, electric skateboard, electric unicycle, electric bikes, and personally owned electric scooters. This is a shame. San Diego is the most recent example of this happening, and I'm sure other cities will be following their example. This story hits home for me because it was on this very boardwalk where I was stopped by a lifeguard and told that I could not ride my Onewheel. Me, the guy wearing safety gear and riding responsibly. As the lifeguard and I talked, rental scooters zipped around us. Check out that video if you have not already. Here are my 5 reasons why I think the electric rental scooter business model as we know it will fail. Number 1. The business practice of dumping large numbers of scooters in cities has tarnished the perception of electric scooters and especially rental electric scooters. There's a huge distaste for the companies and their scooters, leading to a poor reputation. This is resulting in e-scooter vandalism, and many cities are choosing to not even allow electric scooter companies into their cities. Number 2. Companies have yet to make a profit. Ever wonder how you can rent these e-scooters at such a low price? Well, venture capitalists have poured millions and maybe even billions of dollars into this new industry to make riding affordable and appealing to the masses. Think about it. Every time a scooter is purchased and rented out, money is lost by the company. This is a common business practice, but it can only go on for so long. Eventually, the company needs to become profitable, and in its current state, the business model shows little evidence of that happening. Number 3. Maintenance expenses are high and will remain so. Despite newer generation e-scooters being designed with the rental companies in mind, having bigger scooters with more durable bodies, these rental units naturally get treated like crap when compared to personally owned property. Think rental cars and rental homes. The big difference between rental cars and rental e-scooters is that there's absolutely no accountability when it comes to these scooters. At least with the rental car or rental home, there's a checkout list and you're expected to return the car or home in decent condition. With the scooters, you can rent them, trash them, dismantle them, and then dump them into the ocean and never be held accountable for it. Number 4. Injuries are high, and there are multiple reasons. Before the dawn of the electric scooter, how many adults were actually using scooters for legitimate transportation? I'd say almost zero. There's a reason for that. The small wheels make scooters more susceptible to crashes from cracks and potholes in the roads and on the sidewalks. Adding a motor to a rental scooter makes it worse. Sure, the rental scooters are evolving to meet the needs of their riders with larger tires, but many riders have spent little time on scooters, and the inexperience can lead to injury. High speed, plus unfamiliarity of the device, plus lack of riding skill, plus lack of safety gear, plus alcohol equals recipe for injury. The mere fact that you have to pay for your ride by the minute incentivizes riders to go as fast as possible to get to their destination as quickly as possible so they don't have to pay as much money. Number 5. One of the touted benefits of the rental electric scooters is the environmental benefit. By encouraging folks to commute using convenient and clean rental electric scooters, this helps to decrease traffic on our streets. But has anyone shown that rental electric scooters are helping the environment? Are these rental e-scooters actually taking cars off the road, or are we just replacing walking and bicycling with scootering? I'd like to know where these abused, broken, and defective e-scooters are going. Landfills, maybe? Unless big changes are made, it doesn't matter how much money venture capitalists pour into the business. The rental e-scooter movement will not survive. I, for one, will not be saddened when it happens, because even after the rental e-scooters are gone, I'll be the one suffering from the reactionary laws that cities and communities have enacted, preventing me from riding responsibly in some of my favorite areas, just like here in San Diego. To be fair, I can't put all the blame on the rental electric scooter companies. Going back to the rental car analogy, another reason why rental car accidents and injuries aren't an epidemic is because there are common laws and rules that drivers abide by to keep everyone safe. Instead of banning all electric personal vehicles and devices, why don't we set up some rules like I've discussed before in previous videos? Something like speed limits, helmet requirements, and slow riding zones and times. At the core, the real problem stems from irresponsible riders going too fast and doing stupid stuff. The rental scooters give people a chance to show off how irresponsible and stupid they can be. But since cities can't ban stupid, a ban on electric rideable devices appears to be their solution. Personally, I secretly hope that the current state of rental electric scooter business is a fad that will fade. What do you think about the rental e-scooters? Do you think they're helping or hurting the electric movement? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Until things drastically change in San Diego, this will be my last time riding on the beach and boardwalk in San Diego. Farewell.
I'm somewhere in the middle, try to find myself again. But life is one big riddle of the future and what's been. Guess it's the way it goes, and I will never know why you let me go. Look to the